Okay, we are looking at number 36 from the chapter 2 review. We have a 4-term polynomial here that we need to factor. And typically when you have 4 terms, you're going to use a technique called factoring by grouping. And the way that we do that is we basically ignore the last 2 terms, at least to start. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look to factor out the common term in x squared minus 3x. What do they both have? Well, there's definitely an x that goes into both of those terms. So that's going to leave behind an x minus 3, right? And I can check that with distributing back. X times x is x squared. X times a minus 3 is minus 3x. So that's working. Now I start looking at my second 2 terms. And I really want to repeat this process. I want to pull something out of these last 2 terms, leaving behind the exact same thing. So really, I write that down first. I'm going to set up a binomial here, and I'm going to put x minus 3 in it. Because this only works if I can pull the same term out, leaving behind the same thing. Or sorry, pull out a different term, but leave behind these pieces. These are the ones that have to match. What's in the binomial? So if I look back up at this part, I'm looking at what goes into both 4ax and 12a that will leave behind an x minus 3. Well, definitely right away I'm noticing there's an a there. And then with the numbers 4 and 12, 4 goes into both of those numbers. So I can pull out a 4a. Now it was plus here, so it's still connected with addition. If I pull that out, that should work out. 4a times x is 4ax. 4a times a negative 3 is negative 12a. Perfect. So the reason it's called grouping is both x and this plus 4a are both being multiplied by the same binomial. So I'm going to group them together in their own binomial. This is x plus 4a times x minus 3. So that is my final answer there. I'll just kind of darken these parentheses. And if I was to multiply this thing back out using an area model, I would end up back where I started. X times x, x squared, x times minus 3, minus 3x, 4a times x, 4ax, 4a times a negative 3, negative 12a. So that's my final answer. I have factored by grouping. I created multiplication. Ready for the next problem. Message me anytime with questions.